You know, I have Christian people, conservative people who come up to me and say, well, what's he like? The truth of the matter is that he's much more of a gentleman than anybody knows he is, and he has kept every promise he made to the faith community. I really do love and appreciate that man. If that makes some people unhappy, I'm speaking for myself, not for my organization. But I'm extremely pleased, and I wish people would get off his back.
Has that surprised you at all with President Trump? A lot of folks didn't think he would fulfill many of these promises, but he seems to have gone above and beyond here.
He's exceeded all expectations and continues to do so. At the Rose Garden yesterday, he gave a wonderful talk about religious beliefs and what the Constitution says about our freedom, the religious freedoms, and how he wants to protect them. And he's really done what he could. The Johnson administration kind of freed us to be more open with our faith in the media. But more than that, yesterday he announced legislation that he's supporting that would allow people in the medical community to live by their consciences and not violate them. And of course that relates to abortion and other things. So he's constantly looking for ways to promote the agenda, the things we believe in. He's the most pro-life president we have ever had, and continues to do so. And he's appointed more than 100 judges now. I couldn't be more pleased with him. Now, he's not a perfect man, but I'm not either. You know, and so we're just grateful for him being there, and I wish they would let him do his job.
I want to ask you two last questions about divisiveness or divisiveness and prayer in this country, but let me start with divisiveness. I mean, you've been around a little while here. What do you make of the state of our country in terms of the divisiveness on both sides, a lot of the vitriol, and some would say even President Trump, on Twitter at least, having some fun, or not some fun, but contributing to some of the divisiveness here in this country?
Well, I think that what has been happening in the last 2 years has never occurred before. The level of anger, the vitriol, the words, the things that were said, some people blame that on President Trump because he can give it back. If you get on him, he'll give it back. But I think it's generated from those who really don't support the Judeo-Christian system of values, certainly pro-life and things related to it. And it's been a war. It really has. I mean, I can't imagine the president waking up every morning knowing he's going to be attacked again, probably over something not very fair. If I sound biased, it's because I really have strong feelings about this subject.
We need prayer. We all know that. We need a spiritual awakening, I'm sure, in this country. And I know it begins individually. But what should Americans, Christians, be praying for specifically as we're here in this 2019 era of Trump?
David, you hit on it. Really, we're desperately in need of a spiritual awakening, a spiritual renewal, a revival that would sweep across this country. And I don't think there's much else that will turn it around. We're just not going to all of a sudden agree with each other, and some of this hate that's out there is going to continue. I think it's a tool of Satan, frankly. We cannot be trying to hurt one another. It just doesn't work that way as a country. We're united. United we stand.